bang for your buck right here, guys. That's right, we're checking out the all-new second generation Monsoon from Leo Jaymz. Better, stronger, faster than ever before. And a better deal than you can get from all those name brands. Really. Now I'm gonna get to all that in just a second, guys, but if you could do me a quick favor, if you could reach down and hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed already. Thank you. Now before I go over all the specs and tell you guys why this thing is like totally amazing and the best deal right now, you guys gotta hear the jam that I came up with on this guitar just for this video. And the shred on this guitar is just like so mind-blowing. I came up with something so awesome that I just had to get a special guest to join me in the jam. So my buddy, Dakota, aka The Shredly, is joining me in this one. Check it out. Alrighty guys, so if you liked that tune, that's gonna be on my new album, Dawn of the Shredder, coming out in August. And if you want to keep up to date on all things Bald Shredder, new albums, new guitars, etc., be sure to tune into my weekly live streams every Wednesday right here, 7 p.m. Pacific time. Alright, so what can we say about the new second generation Monsoon from Leo Jaymz? Well, you can see I still have my first one hanging right here, which I was totally blown away by. And now we've got the new one, with some improvements. It still has everything that made the Monsoon great. We're talking about the two custom Alnico 5 high output humbuckers from Artec. I measured both of these just to be sure, like, are they the same as the other ones? And yes, the bridge pickup came in at 15.8K and the neck pickup came in right at 8K. So yes, perfect for hard rock, metal, and shredding. And what else made it spectacular? Well, of course it was the extra jumbo frets with the rounded ball ends. So we've still got those. And then the same general features, guys. It's got your hardtail bridge, 1 volume, 3-way toggle, 24 frets, reverse headstock, rosewood fretboard. Still got the excellent neck joint here. No neck plate to get in the way. Nice and rounded, shaved away. Great upper fret access. And just like before, guys, the body is made out of mahogany. Now, do you see something that looks a little different here on the back of the neck? Yeah, that's right, guys. Now we've got a roasted maple neck, which you can also see on the front of the headstock where they've got that bevel that shows the roasted maple again. And another huge improvement, guys. They have vastly improved the neck profile. They've made it a lot thinner than the original one. Now, I do like the neck on my original Monsoon. It's got like a D shape, it's really flat, but it was a little bit bulky feeling, like it wasn't quite thin enough, you know. It kind of felt a little blocky. I could still shred on it, but that was definitely an area for improvement. I let Leo know that. I'm like, you gotta make it thinner, a little bit more, you know, like a shred guitar, and they totally did that. So the neck is way thinner, now it's really comfy. Man, awesome. Another difference is that now it doesn't just have the binding on the body, it's also got the binding on both sides of the neck, and that looks really cool, and they did a great job on that, man. It is totally smooth, exactly how you would want it to be. And then, you know, since I'm doing this, I might as well talk about, again, the rounded ball ends. You don't feel anything. You're never gonna feel sharp frets. And just like the first Monsoon, guys, the fretwork is so good. It's great. I've got really low action. I did practically nothing to this, right, to set it up. I did put a new set of strings on it. That's one thing that I definitely recommend, you know, for any budget guitar that you get. Just take off the strings that it comes with and put on a set of your preferred good quality strings. For me, it's the Ernie Ball Super Slinky 9-gauge, the pink ones. So yeah, it already had low action. I really didn't have to do anything except put the new strings on it. So I've got really low shredding action with no fret buzz. Wow. Now another improvement, guys. Some of you guys who got those first generation Monsoons, you might have had the issue where the pickups were a little bit wobbly, right? Because they didn't have anything, I think not in all of them, just in some of them. They didn't have something under the pickup to kind of stabilize it. It was just the 2 screws and you could kind of wiggle them back and forth. Well, now they've taken care of that. These things, they're totally stable. They don't move at all. They put something under there, so they fixed that issue. They've got this in 3 new colors with this really cool burl top. This is kind of like the violet purple version. There's also a blue one and a green one, and they all look great. I love a good burl top. Now guys, of course, it's gonna depend on your personal preference as far as like, is this the best bang for your buck? Is this the best budget guitar that you can buy? But for me, it totally is. So with everything that's on here, guys, you know, the humbuckers, the hardtail, the thin shred neck, the extra jumbo frets, it's just like so perfect for me. And I think for a lot of guys out there, if you're looking for this kind of guitar, this is the best that you can get, the best for the money, the best bang for the buck. All right, let's talk about Jackson for a second, right? Just to make a comparison, Jackson guitars. The only thing that I could find that was like kind of close as far as specs, what's on the guitar, price-wise, all that, well, it would be the JS Series Dinky Arch Top JS32Q DKA-HT. Whoa! Who comes up with those names? Geez, could it be any longer or more complicated? So that guitar sells for $299 compared to the Monsoon that sells for $229, right? So we're talking like a $70 difference. Now it costs more, so it should be better, right? Well, the Jackson doesn't have Alnico 5 pickups. It's got ceramic pickups. And they say high output, but they're not as high as the Alnico pickups that are in the Monsoon. I know because I've tested those pickups because I had the same pickups in that Jackson guitar that I got last year. And yeah, they sounded pretty good. but they are not as good as these Alnico 5 pickups. They just aren't. The Jackson also doesn't have the roasted maple neck. It does have the jumbo frets, but they aren't the rounded ball end frets either. And while it looks okay, you can't compare it to this. It does not look as nice as this. No way! And when you look at what those brand name companies offer, like around this price point, they're usually pretty plain, pretty boring, not that exciting, and really not as nice as this. So in a lot of cases, guys, with those brand names, you're paying more and getting less. And if you can kind of get over this idea of like the name on the headstock is like the most important thing, man, you can get some great deals out there with some great guitars for really decent money. Alright guys, so that about does it for the all-new second generation Monsoon from Leo Jaymz. If you want more information about it and you want to check it out, of course, I'm going to have the Amazon link down in the description. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time!